We would like to dismiss allegations from Mr. Nakachinda, where he has been quoted by some international media suggesting that President Edgar Lungu was stopped from flying out for medical attention, citing one letter being circulated purportedly by our colleagues in the opposition, perceived to have been authored by the cabinet, particularly a letter relating to stopping ECL from flying out of the country, and that we were only able to allow him when there was a UN rapporteur. We wish to put it on record that it is also a well-known fact that this is a letter that has been generated using artificial intelligence and being circulated online. It even looks deliberately blurred to suggest how fake it is. And they have been using and circulating this letter for political aggrandizement. We want to put it on record and send a warning to Mr. Nakachinda that this is a period within which the country is mourning. If he decides to take a political trajectory and drag us into politics, he should be reminded that we are more than ready to take him on politically. He should never at any point think that simply because there is a funeral, then he can take the country into political quagmire. We should be very clear and succinct that we are ready to take him into politics during this period. And he should also be reminded that the very fact that there is a funeral does not extinguish the existence of laws in the country. So publicity that is in clear contravention of the Cyber Security Act will be reported to the police. That's what we'll do. As you may be aware that the Cyber Security Act even allows for extradition. So we must make it very clear that we can as well mourn the former head of state with integrity. You don't dramatize and do dirty politics over death. Even in community, even where people do not see each other eye to eye because of politics, when death has occurred, people reunite. That has been our culture in Africa. So what Mr. Nakachinda is doing is unacceptable. It is also, an African. It is also an Zambian. It is at this point where we even call upon the clergy not to keep quiet. If they remain silent, they're basically endorsing what Mr. Nakachinda is raising. So if he starts playing politics, we are more than ready to also play politics. We know that he's making use of a fake generated letter being circulated on social media. Even those that are circulating it should know that the law criminalizes even those that never generated, but they were merely publishing the said, information. They would still all come in conflict with the law. So that message must be made very clear. To put the record straight, we are all aware that the notice to have Mr. Edgar Lungu go out of the country was granted a month before the rapporteur came. There is no correspondence in government that is sent in the same afternoon or morning in the same afternoon it is made available. It was granted many weeks before the rapporteur came. For also record purposes, the rapporteur was invited by the government of the Republic of Zambia because they